This is my older sister Trisha Ponce and I on a road trip to Corpus Christi, Texas. We're on our way to the Selena Museum to learn more about her life. Growing up, Trisha loved Selena. She looked up to her as a role model and idol, so I learned to love her too. Oh, look, we've arrived at the museum. As we take a tour, we'll learn about the life of the Queen of Tejano music, or Texas Mexico music. Specifically, we'll take a look at her background and rise to fame, her successful career as a designer and singer, and lastly, we'll take a look at the influence and impact she left behind. Let's go inside. Selena Quintanilla was born on April 16, 1971, in Lake Jackson, Texas, but grew up in Corpus Christi. Her family consisted of her father Abraham, her mother Marcela Ofelia, her older brother AB, and her older sister Suzette. Pictured here is also her husband Chris. Selena was always really close with her family, especially musically. She grew up only speaking English, but her dad taught her how to sing in Spanish so she could resonate with the Latino community. At the age of 10, Selena was the lead singer of her family band Selena y los Dinos. According to Texas Monthly, Selena y los Dinos rehearsed daily after school and started out playing at their family's restaurant, but soon expanded to playing at weddings, parties, and clubs. Jose Bejar, the director of EMI Latin music label, recognized Selena's talent and signed her to EMI Records in 1989 when she was only 17 years old. Her career went up from there. As Selena y los Dinos expanded and included new members, one guitarist, Chris Perez, entered the band. He and Selena immediately had chemistry. But her father, Abraham, became suspicious and didn't want Chris to distract Selena and make her leave the band, so in turn, he kicked Chris out of the band. One fateful day in 1992, Chris and Selena decided to elope and get married behind their families' backs. Ultimately, Abraham accepted Chris as part of the family because he showed she was committed to loving Selena forever. Their love story inspired her first #1 song as a solo artist, Amor Prohibido, or Forbidden Love. Now as we walk further inside, we can see lots of clothing and outfits. Selena's stage presence was widely recognized with her classy but shiny, bedazzled bustiers. She always dreamed of becoming a fashion designer, and with determination, she made that dream come true as she opened up 2 boutiques in Texas, together named Selena Inc. One was in Corpus Christi and the other in San Antonio. They included several of her handmade designs and a fully operating salon for visitors. Walking over here, you'll see Selena's most iconic outfit, her purple jumpsuit, which she wore during her last performance at the Astrodome. Selena's music career gave her lots of recognitions and awards. According to Wikipedia, she was nominated for 86 and won 67. She won a Grammy for Best Mexican American Album for her album Live in 1994, making her the first Tejano artist to win a Grammy. She also won 36 Tejano Music Awards, 14 Billboard Latin Music Awards, 10 Lo Nuestro Awards, 5 BMI Awards, and many more. Last year, in 2021, she received Grammy's Lifetime Achievement Award for making an outstanding contribution in the field of recording. Selena is widely recognized as one of, if not the most popular Tejano artists due to her bubbly personality and catchy music. Now, as we near the end of the tour, I'd like to turn the music down for a moment and inform you all of our singer's tragic passing. On March 31st, 1995, at just 23 years old, Selena Quintanilla was shot and murdered. According to Oprah Daily, Yolanda Saldivar, the president of her fan club, the manager of one of her boutiques, and her #1 fan and obsessive friend, shot and killed Selena at a hotel while being confronted for embezzling funds from the fan club and the boutique. Today, she is still serving time in prison, but will be eligible for parole in 2025. Her motives are still uncertain today, but it's been said that she knew her time with Selena was ending, and she developed the attitude of, if I can't have her, no one can. After news of Selena's passing got out, it was greeted with widespread mourning and grief from all across the world. A big commemoration of Selena's life is the movie titled Selena, starring Jennifer Lopez, released in 1997. Directed by her father, the movie includes the story of Selena's life and career from when she was a little girl up until her last day. The movie made $35.5 million after release and was greeted with lots of support from fans. Similarly, in December of 2020, Netflix released the series Selena the Series, starring Christian Serratos as Selena. The show has 2 seasons and includes more detailed and entertaining looks of Selena's life. Selena always dreamed of releasing an album in the English language. Although she didn't get the album she wanted before she died, much of her music is still popular and relevant today, especially with newer generations. Lots of her songs are still played regularly today, including Como la Flor, Bidi Bidi Bam Bam, Si Una Vez, I Could Fall in Love, Dreaming of You, No Me Queda Más, El Chico del Apartamento 512, and many more. Sadly, we've reached the end of our tour. But before we leave, let's take a look back at what we saw. We looked at Selena's background and rise to fame, her successful career as a singer and designer, and the influence and impact she left behind. Selena Quintanilla was taken from us far too soon, and she was loved for her bubbly personality, positive attitude, appreciation of her culture, and selflessness. Although she's not with us anymore, she will always inspire newer generations. Thank you for coming with Trish and I to the Selena Museum, and safe travels.